You've got no confidence because you feel like shit. And someone needs to say it. You look like shit too. Beachbody here again, guys, and today I'm going to talk about something I feel is a very big topic in today's culture, and it's, is it okay to be fat? Is it okay to be obese? Whatever you want to call it. Now let me first start by explaining that when I say fat, there's a big difference between me saying that you are a little bit chubby and you can't see your abs, or you can't see 4 of your abs, and saying that you're 5'10" and 20 stone with no muscle mass. What I mean is, eating junk food all day, doing little to no exercise, and getting out of breath trying to take a shit. It just feels like we live in a society today where it's just unacceptable to just speak about common sense, and you just cancel anyone that speaks the truth. And as your typical Joe, no pun intended, whose channel's focus is around health and fitness, I feel like it's pretty obvious where I stand in this debate. So is it okay to be fat? Guys, comment, subscribe, tell me. Let me know, am I a dick? Am I right? Am I a genius? Now the short answer is no. It's not okay. But saying that, it doesn't mean I don't like you. It doesn't mean I don't respect you. It doesn't mean you're any less of a person or that you're worth any less. It just means that you have to wake up, come out your bubble and realize that if you're gaining weight stone after stone after stone, you have a very poor diet, you do little to no exercise, you can expect to have a much lower quality of life. You can expect to die early. You're probably going to die young, guys. If you're watching this and you're obese, you're morbidly obese, you're fat, I can't really sugarcoat it. You are going to die young. And if you don't, your life's going to be hell. When I was a kid, I was fat. Like, I was big. Like, I was a chunk. Like, at one point, I don't remember it, but everyone tells me the story about how I had a cast on my leg because I just went over my ankle one time and all the other kids just walk it off. I needed a cast because I was too big and my body couldn't handle it. And this was a child's body. Adults just aren't that versatile. If that's happening to a kid, you're just going to have even worse problems. A healthy weight can be easily calculated or thereabouts by using a BMI calculator. And that's how you calculate a healthy weight or find, your guideline. It's a good start. Yeah, it's not amazingly accurate, but like I said, it's a good start. It's not like the exact maths or the exact science, or you should stick to it to a T, but it gives you an idea of what you should be aiming towards. And using the NHS website's own BMI calculator, which I'll put on the screen there, you can put all your own personal details in, from your height, your weight, even to your ethnic background and your activity level, all sorts of information to get the most tailored result to yourself. That way you get the results that really, really work for you, instead of just getting a blanket number, what anyone can just follow. Now again, like I say, it's not going to be a magic number, it's not magic maths, it isn't going to be 100% accurate, but it will help you get to where you need to be. It'll be better than being that 200-300 pound, 20-25 stone, couch potato that's just sat there getting ready to have a heart attack and die and wither away. You might be sat there because you've got no confidence. You've got no confidence because you feel like shit. And someone needs to say it. You look like shit too. Fix it, guys. A man of my height at 5'10" and my activity level should have a BMI at a healthy range of somewhere between 19 and 25. While due to carrying more muscle, and at the moment, I will admit, because of my off season, more fat and more water, I do have a higher BMI of 37, meaning technically I am obese right now. Like I said, BMI is not amazingly accurate. Clearly not obese. I have fat cheeks, but I've always been like that. Cheeks on my face before you start. But it is a good starting number for most, especially if you don't really know how to begin and you don't really know what you're doing and you don't really know how to change your lifestyle. A lot of people haven't always been into health and fitness. A lot of people don't really know the ins and outs of dieting. They're not really around it that much. That's fine. It's a growing culture. Not everyone understands it yet. But if you're obese or you're unhappy and you're just fat and you don't like it, great. That's the first step. You acknowledge the problem. That's what they always say, right? You acknowledge the problem. That's the first step to getting over it. Now do something about it. And this is a good place to start. As well as watching all the rest of my videos, which gives you more progress to follow, more goals to aim for. But going back to when I was an unhealthy, obese kid, the older I got, the more I started to understand health and fitness. And as I got more aware of the changes I needed to make, the more I started to pay attention to my diet, to my exercise, to my sleeping pattern, and then my body my image, my mindset, everything got so much better. So underestimated. I've said it so many times, just how important looking after yourself is on your mind as well as your body. It works wonders, guys. And that's the thing. It's so underrated and so underestimated how good it is, because we seem to be living in an age where being fat is celebrated and it's something to be proud of. We have celebrities walking around, oh my God, you're on the cover of magazines. You're fat, but it's okay because you're a singer. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's not disgusting. It is. Stop lying to people. Stop lying to yourself and to your friends. Being fat is not okay. Being obese is not beautiful. It is a health problem. It gets to the point that the people around you are morbidly obese and it's seriously impacting their health and could take years off their life. It's better to have a 10-minute fallout and they live. It's better to save the life than to spare the feelings. We shouldn't be telling kids, the next generation of life, the people who are going to take over the planet after we're gone. We shouldn't be spreading the message that being unhealthy in your body and mind is okay. It shouldn't be coming into the school curriculum. Parents shouldn't be being so lenient. Oh, it's only a few sweets. Oh, he's playing on the PlayStation instead. Get them outside for a bit, like I used to be, like my dad used to be. That's why they weren't all fat. That's why most of my generation are okay. These young kids, I'm seeing them 10, 11, 12 years old. They've got boobs. Their health is so important. Come on. It's not that difficult to get your head around. Being fat is not something that's acceptable. It shouldn't be celebrated, and it certainly requires better parenting tactics and better curriculum in school, which doesn't include teaching kids that being fat is okay. It's just not. What happened to PE? What happened to science classes? We had a class called PSHE. If you're watching this and you're not from England, you might not have a clue what I'm talking about. Basically, it was a class in which you just learned basic life skills and just randomized knowledge that would help you in life. We'd learn about diet. We'd learn sexual education. We'd learn how to look after yourself when you leave school. What happened to that? They stopped doing that halfway through when I was in high school. Now they're teaching kids that being fat is beautiful. They're all going to die. Being fat brings a whole host of problems, to name a few. You've got stroke, you've got heart problems, you've got cancer, you've got early death from other problems, you've got infertility, you've got kidney and liver disease, gallstones, and what? Just because you couldn't tell your friend that they gained a few pounds and then you went on and on and on and on and on, and they couldn't put the M&Ms away. Now they sat on the couch at home because you didn't say anything, and now they're breathless all the time. They're always sweating. Like I said, they can't take a shit without being out of breath. Always tired and run down because they can't do anything and they don't feel great and they know they don't look great. They now have no confidence whatsoever, no self-esteem. Is it really worth it? Do you really want to put the people you care about, your friends, your family, even the guy who lives 3 doors down on the street, do you really want to put them in that position if you know how to stop it? Or if you know how to cure it? I'm making a little bit of sense to you. I can see it. Going back to the last thing I just said, why is it being promoted? Why are we now living in a culture where we're saying it's beautiful, it's amazing, it's accepted, oh my God? No, it's not at all. It's just because people don't want to say the truth and tell people around them they're going to die early, that they don't look good anymore, they know they don't feel good anymore. It's just easier to tell them, oh, it's great, oh, it doesn't matter, we'll accept it. No. Do you care about these people? Then tell them the truth. Like I said earlier, save the lives, not the feelings. Am I making sense to anyone? There's no quick fix for obesity, and making a change really does require work, consistency, and commitment. You really do have to want it, but that doesn't mean that it has to be difficult, that you have to hate every second of it. Just eat more healthy foods. Just put a bit less oil in your food. Just use sweeteners instead of sugar. Go for a walk with the dog a few times more a week. I'm sure they'll thank you for it. They would if they could speak. Walk around the supermarket instead of getting it delivered to your door. These things aren't difficult, guys. Oh yeah, and just have 1 or 2 Starbucks every day instead of 3 or 4. You know who you are. It's that simple, guys. It's just that simple. And so while the changes that you make can be so small, the impact they can have and the overwhelming change they can make in your life for the better is absolutely massive. It could be as simple as all the things I've said above, and plenty of other different possibilities depending on what your lifestyle's like. But even if you just do a few little changes, if you just reduce your overall body weight by 3 to 5% of what it was before you made the changes, the impact and the reduction of the risk of problems you could get to your health is massive. Find where you're healthy, find where you're comfortable, Find where you enjoy it and go from there. It doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to join the gym. You don't have to become a CrossFit freak. You don't have to start taking so many fat burners and all sorts of performance enhancing magic chemicals. You just need to make a few changes, cut out the sugar maybe, make some dietary changes, exercise more, and just stop telling yourself and everyone around you that being fat is okay, because it isn't. And it's the reason why there's so many health problems at the moment. It's the reason why there's so much strain if you live in the UK on the NHS. In America and other countries like that, in the States, guys, if you're watching this and you see how expensive medical bills are, why add to them by eating too much, by not exercising? Save yourself some wallet, man. Just be healthier. It's so easy. It literally is as easy as I am saying it. Oh, it's easier said than done. No, it's not, guys. It's really not. This is one of the few things in life where it is literally as easy to do as it is to say. Watch my other videos for more information and more tips. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok, beachbodyjoey_. Like the video, subscribe to the video, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out and it really helps me know what you guys like to see and what I can make in future. Comment down below if you have any more information that you'd like me to make videos on and what you think. Is it okay to be fat? Is it okay to be obese? Let me know down below, guys. And I'll see you in the next one.